cube. And one of the limitations with GameLab is that it doesn't let you use 3D stuff. So that's why for this assignment, everyone is using CodePen. So when it says p5.js on your assignment prompt, that just means use CodePen. And it walks you through how to get set up. The one key difference is that when you make your canvas, you'll have another argument here, another bunch of words. You're using like width, height, 300, and then you're adding in this thing called WebGL. And that will let you make it 3D. It gives you some steps and does a pretty good job on how to walk you through that. And the starter code should still work from here. When you have a box, you should see, because it isn't rotating it, you should see a flat box. So let's copy and paste this. So you know that you're in the right direction. If you go to CodePen, you start a new program, a new project, a new pen. And if you copy and paste the starter code like I'm about to show you now, p5.js, always your first step when starting a new pen. Drag things over, make the JS bigger, paste. So you should see a white little square, although it's not rotating just yet. Oops. Blast. There goes my presentation. Oh, no, it's back. Okay, so once you copy and paste the starter code, you should see a small little white square in the lower right-hand corner. It's a very big canvas. And it should be working. But so far, you know it's 3D. You can add in some rotate functions to make it seem more 3D. But since it's not moving or anything, it looks flat. But you do have a third axis here. So that's how you know if it's working. And to show you some examples of where you can take this, here are some assignments from last class. You're just playing around with things, doing lots of cool stuff, and you notice that they add a bunch of extra lines to make it look 3D, but it's only so much. And largely it's exploratory exercises today. Notice if you change the color, you have different kinds of shapes. It looks like an atom. Some of you call it an atom. More examples. And the very basis of this is getting a, in this middle here, you have this cube, and if this screen were a little bit better, you could see that this cube is actually like a ball of light, and this is a very faint face in the back, but its eyes kind of follow the light. That's kind of hard to see. Another example. Another example. So we have a short week, and so this assignment right here, notice the different kinds of shapes. I think in the very left-hand corner, you have an ice cream cone, you have a flower shape, you have a torus with a stick through it, and it's rotating in a certain manner. This one's quite cool. Lots of work was put into these rotating ice cream cones as it spins around the center. Notice the cherry on top. Very neat. Okay. Some helpful links are posted in your assignment prompt. Computer programming A, so you know your starter code's working if you have a lower left-hand corner, a white square. And things to check out. Here is a bunch of examples that I want you to explore, I want you to use. And the very first link, I recommend starting there, because it walks you through what to copy and paste to initially get something that is 3D. And then perhaps tomorrow we'll go over these very useful functions called push and pop. Summary of what they do is if you're playing some kind of video game, like saving and loading, that's what push and pop do, to remember your state and to add on to it. So that's going to be pretty important on this assignment, push and pop. Questions, computer programming A, on your rotating cube assignment? None? Okay. So please use CodePen. These 3D functions don't work in GameLab.